Hello? That might still be a little loud. Maybe my mic is just too far away. Hold on. Loud. I can move my mic in while I have my drawing tablet out. Isn't that nifty? Honestly, it's like not. It's a little closer. I might be a little loud now. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm such a professional mic bumper. Maybe I started talking a little earlier than. Oh my god. Dude, I've just been cracking the shit out of my knuckles today. Like, I don't know. It can't be good. It can't be good to be cracking your knuckles this much. I don't think it's, like, actually a bad thing to do, really. Like, it's not any worse than all of the other stupid shit people do all the time, right? Like, it's sure, it's gotta be fine. I went through my alerts real quick and turned off the point redeem one. Why the hell is point redemption a default alert? Who the hell cares about a guy redeeming burger? Like, it's not that deep, bro. Alerts are supposed to be for like cool things. Come on. All right, that's enough. That's enough funny Evangelion song. I'm not really huge on this playlist. I'm gonna go. We'll just go to the stream playlist and then whatever happens, happens, right? Go to something good. We'll listen to Jamie Page and we'll just put it on shuffle and see what happens. Okay. So it's a bit late. It's a bit of a late stream. Now the thing is, I streamed at this time like a bunch in the past, like all the time pretty much, and it was fine. It wasn't like a terrible thing for me. Lately I'm feeling that like I need to stream earlier. People don't like late streams. They don't want to watch a stream at 8 p.m. EST. And I think it's because a lot of people I know that would watch me and a lot of strangers that just find me happen to live like across the ocean. Like I would expect the West Coasters. I know a handful of West Coasters. I would expect them to like prefer later streams, right? Like it's 8 p.m. for me, it's like what, 6 or 5 for them? Something like that. That's a pretty reasonable time to stream, I think. But then nobody shows up. Nobody shows up. And then I do a stream at like 10 p.m. and people are just showing up like crazy. It's because so many people that watch me are in like the Middle East and like Asia and stuff. And you know, I got some like Brits and stuff too, I think. But like that's crazy. So I have to adjust that, I think. I scheduled my first of Stars and Time stream at 12 exactly, like on the dot, 12 p.m. And I think I wasn't perfectly on time or anything, but it was a pretty good stream for viewership and chats and stuff, and like I had a lot of fun. So I think I need to start doing streams earlier, like around 2 p.m. Hello, Chris. Would you be mad if I did all my streams at 2 p.m.? How angry would you be that you never get to watch a stream ever again? I feel like maybe I'm just gonna turn it down on my headset. So I'm gonna take that as a you would not feel awesome. oh. I just want to say out loud with my mouth and not just like imply it. We have some channel point redeems now, just a couple. There's like one big one, which is I'll draw your little guy. I stole that one, kind of stole that from Maya, but Maya puts a lot more effort into it, so she does like a whole raffle. It's a whole thing. I also made this lore drop redeem. Now I was gonna write a bunch of stuff ready so that I could just say it But I did not do that. I wrote a bunch of shit about a tree instead, so I don't have much going right now. If you redeem that, I'll say something. Something will happen, but whether or not it'll be worth 1,000 channel points, who knows? And of course, there's the burger redeem. The burger redeem doesn't do anything. I was gonna draw a burger if you redeemed it, but then I was like, but it's just the burger redeem. You don't need to do anything. It's burger. Okay. Okay. Dude, nice. I don't know if I have that set up so that... Let me check something with that real quick. Do I have this set up so that I can just, like... It's not in, like, the queue? Let me look at this. Oh, and we also have a community challenge thing set up. That's for, like, 50,000 points, and I'll draw a new, like, PNG model. They're not that hard to draw or anything. I just figured it'd be fun to have something. Do I have... Can I, like, check the queue? Is that a thing you can do? Is that not a thing you can do? I don't think that's a thing you can do. Okay. I was like, I thought that was a thing. I thought that was a thing I thought that was a thing. Apparently not. Banger alert? I'm not thinking I turned my music down too low on my end. Okay, let's not mosey around. Here's this little doodle that I did. I want to do doodles for like stream announcement on Blue Sky. I almost said Twitter, but Twitter's dead to me. I did this little drawing. I like doing little doodles like this, but I always like forget that I can just do that. That's my toxic trait as an artist, is I always forget that you can just draw, like you can just do it. Also, soft line art pen, you're going down here now. And you too, because you actually low-key suck balls, but I like this pen. I set it so that the opacity doesn't go off of pen pressure or anything. Now, I don't know if, like, hardness... You guys can't see these menus, that's funny. Brush density... Yeah. It's solid the whole way through, it looks like. Okay. God, every time I like look at it, I'm like, man, this stream could really use some like Subway Surfers or something. I want stream avatars or something. Just something to look at. I almost tried to like set up gambling today, but I couldn't find anything appealing. And I was like, is that even like, is that morally okay to add gambling? I mean, it's just channel points, but like, is it okay to do that? So I decided not to. So, okay, guys. God, my handwriting is so bad. We need alerts. We don't have any alerts. They're all default and they look like shit. I'm thinking we want one for followers for sure. That's the primary one. Follows. Bits. I like never draw pluses like that. I don't know why people do that. It looks kind of bad. It's... What am I doing? Donations. There's also subs, gifts, prime, etc. And then there's also raids too. And I think that's the big ones. I don't think the other ones are that big. Bits and donation go together. I feel like you could really just do them as the same thing. They're basically identical. I know some people have done the stupid bit cup. I think it's dumb. I don't care for the bit cup. Same people will not even let you donate 1 bit. Like, what the hell's the point? I would group these together. Follows is obvious big one. I don't get a lot of subs, I feel, but I get enough that this one's important, and I never get raids. I almost never get raids. But I've gotten them at least once or twice, so those are the big ones. I can't think of anything else. Can you think of anything else? I can't think of anything else. But I want an alert for each of these. I'd like to brainstorm some ideas. Follows. The default follow is just like heart. That was a weird sound. I like farted with my mouth. Jesus Christ. For follows, I feel like it's gotta be like frightened. What are you even doing here? Like, that's scary. New people is scary to me. So, something like something like this, you know? If I had money, I would just commission people for this sort of thing, honestly. I used to only make stuff. Like, I've always made stuff by, like, hand using my own skills. Kind of partly so that I could get better, but I'm at the point where I feel like I'm already pretty good and I would rather support people, but I don't have any money, but I'm so broke. I had a few ideas for this stream as well. The alerts is one thing. I also want to design a new character because that's all I seem to do. But I really want to just doodle my stupid little OCs doing things because I don't do that very much. And you should. If you have OCs, you should do that. You should do that all the time even. That should be like the main thing you spend your time doing. Of course, I have too many hobbies, so I end up spending my time doing a million different things. That's something I need to do more. This one, I'm greedy, so it should be something like this. You know? You know, and this is just a doodle, so it's not really ideal, but this is the vibe I want. This is Kirby, isn't it? The fuck is this? This kind of sounds like Kirby. No. This is Skullgirls music? This does not sound like Skullgirls music at all. This is giving like Shiver Star, you know? Kind of, like a little bit. Not Shiver Star. Shiver Star's like scary. It has to be more wondrous, but I can't remember a lot of ice areas in Kirby games. They're kind of, I don't know the names. But it's giving that vibe. You're too fat, dude. Get less fat, please. The woke is making that a really rare term to hear. You know, these ones can be big. I almost feel like no. Subs. I don't know. I don't know what to do for subs, honestly. Or raids for that matter. Something like this. My ideas are a little strange. I know they can be animated, but I don't I don't think I got it in me to animate them. I could. It's not like I only have to have one idea for this. Oh my god, you know what I just realized that I forgot? I need to go to Blue Sky and set my fucking thing up. I gotta do the funny live thing. Holy fuck. I completely forgot this existed. Is this the right link? Holy fuck. Yes, yes it is. Go live for 1 hour, 2 hours. I really wish I could tell. We'll set it to 2. I suppose after 2 hours, people will just have to assume that I'm live, but... Yes, yes! The new feature! I'm using the new feature! That's so cool. Okay, okay. Loud, loud, loud. This one could also be used for raid and for sub and such pretty easily. It's pretty big. Something like this, I think. Probably. uh... I could also do like... Oh my god, an ad break. It's already been 30 minutes? What the hell? That ain't fair. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, okay, okay. Big yawn. Oh my god. I'm tired already. You know, I'm really not looking forward to. I have a dentist appointment next week, and I just like am dreading it. They're like the bane of my fucking existence. I would absolutely kill to not have to go to the dentist ever again. Cause it's just every time it's like you're just thinking about it for like a week. Like, man, you're either like, I have been so good, there's no way I have any cavities, and then you do. Or you're like dreading it for a week, like, holy fuck, my teeth are literally rotting out. I am so doomed. And then you get there and they're like, you're so perfectly fine. Good job. You're just like, oh, great. I was just like worried for a week for no fucking reason. And I also came here for no fucking reason, also. And those cleanings are always so annoying. They like, my gums are so irritated afterwards. I'm just dreading it. I'm dreading the inevitability. You just need a hot dentist? A hot dentist would not help me. I can guarantee that to you. I've had a hot dentist. It like didn't help that much. It was still the dentist. I don't know. I've never really had a female dentist, so maybe if it was a nice, nurturing older lady, that would help, but I've never had that. Instead, I have like a man who kind of looks like a mole and like a dentist that you would see in an ad. You know? Like the most white man ever. And I'm just like, man, I I really can't fucking stand this. It always takes way longer than you expect to. They're like, they do that fucking routine cleaning, and you're just sitting there like, oh, it must be almost over, and then you just keep going, and you're like, oh, well, I mean, he stopped, so surely it's over, and then he gets back in there. It's like, dude, holy fuck, how long does this take? It's crazy. I always like brush really well beforehand, and it's like, it still takes like 20 goddamn minutes. Usually longer, honestly. It's like 30-minute process for some reason, and I just don't know why. And then God knows you're just like sitting there waiting for them to fucking tell you if you actually have any issues or not, and they like take their goddamn time with it. Ah, it's the worst. I'm just dreading it. I'm just thinking about it all day, every day. It's on the 21st, too. It's in the middle of the goddamn week. The worst part is, I think my last dentist appointment, every car in the house got taken somewhere. Like, it was just like, no one, like, my sister, sure, yeah, you have to do stuff. My parents just like fucked off, and I'm like, dude, I can't drive, and if there's no cars, my brother can't either. I had to call my fucking friend and be like, hey, dude, can you like pick me up for my dentist appointment? And you know what he did? He did pick me up for his dentist appointment, or my dentist appointment. And then he and my brother went bowling or some shit. I don't know. They went to like a store, did whatever. God, that was the fucking worst. I'm waiting patiently for some similar shit to happen. It kind of reminds me. I haven't had a doctor's appointment in so long, and I'm just so like thankful because God, I hate doctor's appointments so much. It's again like just the same thing. It's because it like really throws a wrench in your like schedule, in your like plans. Every day I wake up and I want to do one thing, and if I have to do something else, it like fucks my whole day, bro. I'm just like, ugh. It's like miserable. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, I suppose. Oh my god. There we go. Whoa. You ever just moving your arm normally and it just cracks really loudly? That ever happened to you? God damn. Oh yeah, do you know what I just remembered? That's like kind of really funny in a way. It's like fucked up, but like kind of funny in a fucked up sort of way. My dad got gout, which, which you know really sucks, but is also like such a funny thing to hear. It's kind of like if someone gets scurvy, you're like, "Holy fuck, dude, you got scurvy? That's crazy." I was like, "Holy fuck, gout? That's cray." It was very funny to me. But I was just thinking about it. Gout. In the Big 26, it's because we ate a fuckload of meat and drank a bunch over the holidays. I didn't drink. I ate a lot of meat, but I was not part of the drinking. It's very funny. Very, very funny to me. I'm gonna have to send this to a certain someone. I know one person who fucks with this heavy. Actually, there should be a lot of people. I'm just so I don't draw this sort of stuff enough. I kind of feel like I might need to take a break next week. Dentist appointment is one thing, but I do have class. And I kind of just feel like I need to take a break from a lot of things and just like spend a couple days watching anime or something. I guess that's what I'm just going to spend the weekend doing, probably. Oh, we're almost at the hour point, guys. That means an ad is going to play soon. I have them on every 30 minutes. It's kind of funny. And one auto plays at the beginning before stream even actually starts, which is nice. But I think if you have them on every 30 minutes, you can get it so that you pretty much don't get pre-rolls. I think that's how it works. You don't have pre-rolls right now. I think pre-rolls are really like the bane of Twitch. They're like the worst thing. I updated my website a bit, by the way. I updated the stream info page. It doesn't have a calendar anymore. It's just got more like stuff about what I stream and some schedule stuff, like why I stream super inconsistently, but I I ended up running out of time working on it because I had to start stream, of course. I'm trying to make it so that the sidebar buttons go away on phone, so it'll be like way easier to view. Really, I'm considering if I just get rid of the sidebar buttons altogether. They don't need to be there on most of the pages. Really, they just need to be there on links and home. Those are the two reasonable places for them. I don't know. You know, I'm looking at the time. It's only been an hour. I haven't drawn much. I might just go for another really short stream just because these late night streams really don't get much. And I feel like it was a mistake scheduling late. In the past, scheduling late was awesome. Like it was great. It was fun. My parents were like asleep. Everyone in the house was pretty much asleep, so I didn't have to worry about like getting interrupted by dinner or anything. And you know, it coincided with like school better because that was something I had to worry about, school schedule. But now I have online classes and my sleep schedule varies so wildly. And all my viewers are fucking living in very different places. Like, a lot of my viewership is across the fucking Pacific at this point, it feels like. So, I think I start scheduling streams a lot earlier. Like, last week of late night streams. Because I don't know, it's just not very fun to stream if you don't have, like, chat, you know? I'm not very good at talking to myself, I suppose. I'm trying to think, what else should I draw? I could just doodle down a bunch of OCs. I had a good idea. I had a good idea for a doodle. I don't really have a like up-to-date ref for River. River is one of a handful of characters that I need to redo completely. The outfit design and everything is just very like out of date from how I draw characters nowadays. But I do have can I just import this? Oh god, it's like it's taking forever. Never mind. I think this is too much, too difficult. But I can do... God damn it. Oops. That was probably loud. Oh my god, why is it on my other monitor? My actual monitor, I should say. I love you, remove dust. What an amazing thing. I think that's most everything. You guys hear all of that? All those cracks? Jesus Christ. Nobody redeemed any stretches or anything, dude. I'm all fucked. Damn. You must hate my guts. At least I'm drinking water, though. Okay. You've been skonging it up. It's I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure I really liked Silk Song. I didn't hate it. I mean, I played it a lot if I did. It's a lot of playtime for a game you don't like, you know, but man, it was like hard. It was hard, and I don't think it was necessary. I don't think it really had to be that difficult. You know, like with Dark Souls, it's like, oh, it's such a like fucking doomed world. Everything sucks. In Silk Song, it's like you're a bug, dude. It's not that deep. It's not nearly. It does not need to be like difficulty matching the setting nearly as much, you know? Like in Dark Souls, it feels like it's so thematic. In Silk Song, you die. Like why though? It's not like you're like a fucking nobody resurrected in the only way you could ever become the fucking next like fucking person to link the fires if you really like go through the hordes and like prove yourself. You're already kind of the guy. Like it didn't need to be that hard. It doesn't feel like it really matches the story, you know? Like I don't feel like it matches the story. And gameplay wise it just gets kind of annoying. It would have been fine if it was like the same difficulty as Hollow Knight. I think a lot of people I've heard some people say, "Oh, I like that it like I like the idea." I don't even think the person I'm thinking of said that they like the difficulty. I think they were saying I like the idea of it getting more difficult after I played the first game because they already built up skills from that game. I think it would have been fine if it was the same as the first game, actually. I think it would have been perfectly fun and enjoyable if it was the same relative difficulty as the first game because it just has a bunch of new mechanics, right? Like it's a whole different ball game. Like if you won half the fights in Hollow Knight by just like pogoing for an hour or using spells, you're not gonna have the same like that doesn't transfer as directly to Silksong. If you want to use gadgets, those take a resource. If you want to use the equivalent of spells that I don't even remember what they're called, that's a whole different ball game because you can't like charge up 3 fucking blasts. It's like it takes for fucking ever. And that's also super like healing is like really a whole thing. I feel like Silksong is a lot more like heavy on using your full move set. You know, you have like an actual move set, and if you can like use it well, you do really well. I think they amped the difficulty up from Hollow Knight without really considering that the gameplay of that is like kind of really different from Hollow Knight's gameplay for most players. I think most people in Hollow Knight were like spamming spells, pogoing a lot. And then you get into Silksong and you try to pogo the first time and you just fucking dive bomb into a pit, you know? And there's a lot of environmental damage too in Silksong that gets really annoying because it's harder to heal. And then they couldn't even do the courtesy of just making enemies do a normal amount of damage. Why are so many enemies double damage? It's like a meme at this point. I think they reduced it even in a patch. It's not letting me into my Twitch account. Likely ban evader. What? How do I unrestrict you? Don't restrict him. I know who that is. That's bro. That's oomph. Oh my god. Oh god. I almost lost my pen. I got fairly good. Yeah, I feel like I got fine. You're ban evading even though you didn't get banned. You just made a new account. Dude, quick follow me on your new account. I'm botting numbers. Oh my god, they're gonna ban me for that. I added a bunch of point redeems, by the way. Oh my god. Actually followed. Oh my god, what was I talking about? Right, Skong difficulty. I think, from my perspective, as both a player and as someone who's like done game design, I think it's really easy to see that they like really they kind of what I feel happened, my guess is either they really just didn't consider that the gameplay is like pretty different, or alternatively they really like got fucked up by a lot of people that are more vocal, that are more like posting content, making stuff for the game, you know, posting like all sorts of videos about Hollow Knight, being like pretty good at the game also. Like, and like seeing speed runs and stuff, and like in the back of their mind being like, players are just really good at the game, so the next one has to be harder. I don't know. I just think that the double damage thing is like a whole load of horse shit. If that wasn't, if enemies just did one damage, period, and like it was rare to get a guy that does 2 damage to you, or like only bosses did 2 damage, I would be so fine with it. So much of my grief is like going through a whole movement section doing platforming to like get something, and then the reward is a mask shard to get a mask that doesn't actually help me because it gives me an even number of masks that's the same exact thing because half the enemies do 2 damage. Ay ay ay. At the very least, I think it's like annoying. Oh, also, can I just say, the way that tools feel is really off to me because you just can't tell how much damage you're doing to stuff most of the time. Like, you know, you throw your tool and it hits them and you're like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like that one seems like it did more damage. You like, "Oh, I found this one later in the game, so it must be better." And you just kind of have to guess. And it's not like that's new or anything, but it feels really annoying because there's like 20,000 tools and like gadgets to fucking try out, and I don't know what any of them do. Sometimes it feels like you're in a fight too, and you're like, yeah, back into. Fuck you, Dan Clancy. What are you saying right now? What? Dan Clancy. Oh my god. Okay. God, my train of thought is just getting fucking obliterated every time you talk. Skong, cool game. It was hard. I like dropped the game and then they released a patch that nerfed a bunch of enemies and stuff. So you're getting a distinctly different experience than what I had. I played release day and like for a couple weeks after that, I think. And I haven't gone back to it since. I don't know. I really think that like Smash Bros dive kick move is like such a killer for me. I hate the password reset. I don't have my book of 1 million passwords, and the password reset kept sending me to an error 404. Fuck. Dude, I would like sometimes a website will do like, oh, confirm your email to sign in. Card did that. Card with 2 R's. Reaper Crest? Yeah, I use that one a lot. It's kind of bad for platforming though, which kind of blows. But I sometimes websites will do that. And card, I remember, just didn't work. Like on Firefox, it would be like, oh, put in the code you got in your email, and you go to your email and you never get one. You just never do. And it would have a button that's grayed out a lot of the time, I think. That fucking was so annoying. I absolutely hate that. Yeah, I really need to store my passwords in more than like one place. Because like if I lost this thing that I keep my passwords in, I would just literally lose all of my accounts. Pretty much forever. You should not go out into the frozen hellscape. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm the angel on your shoulder right now, dude. Should give me your input. I just did. You're delayed, but I did when I read it. I did. Don't go out there. Not at 10 p.m. You're crazy. For some ice cream? Bro, you should have been stocked up. Consider the lack of ice cream. Let me see what type of ice cream I can down. Well, anyways. What the fuck was I talking about? Alright, I'm gonna end off this Silksong balance topic by just saying that it might be completely 100% better from when I played it, but it really fucking irked the shit out of me. And also there was one room fight that I just like got stuck on and it pissed me off so much. Also, kind of just didn't get that enticed by the world like I did in Hollow Knight. I don't know. I guess I didn't really get enticed by Hollow Knight much either. I barely played it. Well, barely played as in I played it like kind of a lot, just never all the way through until the day before Silksong released. I don't know. It does continue to make me feel like there needs to be like a platform fighter. I guess it wouldn't even be a platform fighter. It would be like just a platforming like beat 'em up game or something. I don't really know what genre you would give it, but platform fighter mechanic, kind of like Kirby actually in a way. A lot of Kirby games have like Smash move set kind of deal going on because I mean Sakurai made both of them and he just thinks that's hype, I guess. They have the cookie sundae. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. No. You're gonna die in a horrible car accident. It's not. You won't even get to eat the ice cream. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's so not worth it, dude. It's so obviously not worth it. I can't drive. I don't know anything. Okay? Don't assume that I know whether or not you can drive. You could have gotten your driver's license anytime. We just don't talk enough for that to be a thing that I would just default know. You know that. You should be fully aware of the type of person I am that I would never know. Like you'd be able to? Yeah, I have the capability to know many things. You would say something about it? Maybe. Like it could come up. We haven't had any gaming sessions lately though. Oh my god. By the way, the fact that you entered a fucking esports triathlon and then played one game and it was Valorant is just the funniest thing ever. Like, that's karma, frankly, if you ask me. That's karma for abandoning all of your friends and doing esports stuff. Low key. Uh, I can imagine it was awful. It's fucking Valorant. Event was poorly organized. It couldn't be any worse than events I organized, though. I'm baiting. This is bait. now the part where you compliment me. Come on. Yeah, I can imagine it was pretty dog shit, just judging by everything you said about it. I would just, not enter. Was late to his own event? What? I've done that before though. I've been there. I've been there though. But in-person events, that's a whole different ballpark. By 30 minutes? What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I've definitely done that too though, because I've slept past alarms set for TTT before. That's totally happened. You know what I want to play right now? Also, I don't even have my tablet like in my lap. I'm not even drawing right now anymore. I was just gonna end stream until you came in. I really want to play Yomi Hustle right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's real, but you have more of a catalog. Yeah, I have more. I have a reputation. That that was like a one-off because I've done plenty of events. That guy's done the one thing and he was 30 minutes late. That's just not ideal, dude. I don't know. Handling big events is very difficult. Being late to them should still not happen. Your fucking tardiness should not be difficulty. Oh, did you see that the polls, they're done. Took oh my god. 50 minutes to get people set up with their Valorant accounts from the team and played FPS games. Wow. Crab walking. Yeah, the polls are done. My little thing is done. Don't know what I'm gonna do next. It was, I feel like, decent for getting people to like check into the server. I was gonna just draw something about that today, and then I don't know what to though, because I'm lazy. You should ask me whether they're the mac or the cheese. You think you're the mac, but you're not even the cheese, buddy. Oh my god. I was gonna go through the drawings we did before you showed up because I wanted to show them off before ending stream, but now we're not ending stream yet, I guess. Hold on. Okay, so this was pre-stream doodle. Pre-stream doodle. I drew this in like 10 seconds. You did say that before. You did say this exact thing. You're the and. Yeah, right, buddy. Planned out, thought of some alerts. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Drawing stuff like that is like really annoying, honestly. Especially if you want it to be animated. Kind of a pain in the ass. I drew this. Yuri is awesome. And then I drew this. And that's been pretty much most of the stream. I mean, I've been just twiddling my thumbs for like 20 minutes now, but I updated so we have more point redeems, but we also have like a big thing. We have like a big goal. I don't even know how you like check that. Hold on, let me go to Twitch. Is it like you scroll down? No. Huh. I don't even know how you access that. But there's like a big goal somewhere. For you. What the fuck is this? Why is it giving me like a pop-up? I really don't know. Maybe it's in the points menu and I just missed it. Can't believe I'm gonna be on the team's hit scan for Overwatch. You could have just not, you could have just not done that. Fun fact. I think maybe for the goal, you just redeeming stuff goes towards it, but I don't know how to check. Heroes, this. Oh, do I have to start it? Oh, hold on. I made it and I like clicked through all the menus, but it didn't actually start, I guess. Dude, nice burger. What does this do? Buddy, read the description. Burger. It's awesome. What do you mean? Okay, now you can send points to that goal thing. The description of burger says burger, burger, burger. You should do it. That's too many burgers for 30 days. That's why it's a challenge and not just free. Idiot. But yeah. Besides that, I updated my website a little bit, and that's about it. I think. Character interaction is hard because, like, what the fuck even would this motherfucker do, you know? Like, $250. Damn, bro. That's a crazy amount. Whoa, that's so many. Does that like show up on chat in Twitch? Yes, yes it does. Huh. It's kind of annoying. We'll get there. Yeah. If it makes it to the 1/5, does that mean you draw 1/5 of the PNG tuber? No. I only draw it if it makes it to the whole thing. I want to make you draw 1/20th of a model. You're so stupid. Why would I do it that way? Like, that's so that's so dumb. I might be able to lower it or cancel it or something. It's like just the eyes and half the mouth. The eyes are like a pretty big part of it, though. It would be like one eye. I think it should be lower at least. I mean, I don't know how many channel points you guys get. I just don't know. I just don't know that's not a thing that I have. One eye uncolored, no pupil. Okay, I can do that right now. There you go. Awesome, isn't it? You have 2.7K. At most 500 per stream. It's not that bad. You're not the only one that would be contributing to this. I kind of figured most people would have more of a backlog of points because there's nothing to spend them on and no one ever spends them. I was also thinking I would probably run predictions and stuff. And depending on how hype you are, that could get you a lot of points. I've also been rewatching that fuck ass lesbian show again. Really? I guess that checks out knowing you. I think I like a harem so much, but when they go poly route and everyone wins, it kind of makes it awesome. Yeah. Harems are gay and stupid. Poly is where it's at, dude. Poly is hype. Really, what you need is like the special secret sauce where people don't hate each other or start to hate each other, and that's like basically physically impossible in real life. You just don't see poly IRL. Really, though, if you think about it, all poly is just a normal friend group, but like people fuck sometimes. That's pretty much it. Like, it's not that deep. Like, it's pretty normal to show affection to friends already. Like, just making it slightly, slightly more intense is like not that. It's not that crazy. Yeah, that is what a relationship is. People put like big stress on relationships, like romantic relationships being super special and unique, but like dude, no. All the most successful relationships I know are just like they're just really good friends that also happen to like bang sometimes pretty much. Like they're friends that are so good that they would want to spend the rest of their lives together and also they want to fuck. And that's like the secret sauce. That's it. They don't even have to want to fuck, really. The wanting to fuck part is more of like a vibe than a like literal thing. You know what I mean? It's complicated. New banger in my channel. Oh man. Let's see what it is. What? What? How is that possible? Well, I guess they just don't open. I don't know what to tell you, dude. That's really fucking funny. The team for Overwatch has 4 subs. What's even the point? You'd never know until you venture through frozen hell. Yeah, and why would you do that? But the Overwatch thing is like crazy, dude. The secret sauce I learned recently, which helped me start to draw male characters, by the way, is I stumbled upon a video that was like about proportion drawing, and it was for something unrelated technically, but it was just general proportions, which helped with what I was trying to draw. They pointed out, which is something that I never really considered, that like let's say this is like a leg. You know, this is kind of what you imagine with a thigh, right? At least a female thigh. This is like really feminine. The way that they explained it is that about like, I don't remember, it was like 25% or 30. It'll taper out and then taper in. And what they said was, for guys, it's backwards. It tapers out and then tapers in here. I was like, what the fuck? It does. Like, that does work. That does make it look more like masculine. And, you know, you can also add more like musculature, muscle definition. That's the word I'm looking for. And that also helps. But like, what the hell? I like just never even thought of that until I saw that video. It was so strange. They also pointed out that the upper arm is just basically a tube. It doesn't do any tapering or anything, pretty much. And they pointed out some other proportion things, which I don't really like. They were like useful, but I just didn't really care that much to like remember them super hard. They were just things that I already was doing, I think. Like, you know, shoulder, hip, stuff like that, head, stuff like that, pretty much. And those are like not hard, fast rules as much. The lower arm is kind of hard sometimes. But that fucking thing with the legs was so useful for drawing male characters. It's like, oh my god. It makes sense now. There's also something I saw recently. It was like female male pelvis. First of all, thing that I already knew. Female pelvis flat, male pelvis like this, pretty much. Generally. This one's acute and this one is obtuse or whatever. It's MLK Day. What? Wait, when is that happening? Hold on. Oh my god, it's in 3 days. Damn. On a Monday? Is it always on a Monday? I don't know my MLK Day facts. I don't really know a lot about any holidays. But that's kind of hype. Huge fan. Huge fan of MLK, personally. I don't know about you. Halloween is 31st of October. Damn, I didn't know that. Next year you're gonna say that like Christmas is December 25th or some shit. And I'm just not gonna believe you. $23rd? $25th? I think this should flat this side out like that. It should be like kind of squarish. And then I want these to be pretty even. I don't really care how long these are right now, because this is the most OP thing in the universe. I love you, Liquify tool. These should be roughly the same length, so like that. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. No, no, no. I don't usually do construction on hands because they're so tiny it's like a pain in the ass. You're venturing into frozen hellscape? No! Rest in peace. Oomph is dead. It's the last we're hearing of that guy. I'm just gonna take this. It's a bit long. I'm just gonna take this and make it tinier. Like that. This one, just gonna launch that right out. And here. Your arm does have a bit of a bend to it. Kind of like this. Just a tiny little one. Which kind of helps when you're trying to get a really, really crazy angle. Tinier, bigger. These two should be like pretty close to the same length, I feel. I just do not even care enough about feet to draw them even vaguely accurately, honestly. They do not bring me any amount of joy. I don't know how to construct them. I don't know anything. Pretty much just wing it and make it look vaguely like a foot. It's a really generic pose, but I don't really gaff. looks better than I expected it to, honestly. The neck is kind of long. The head feels small because the eyes are really big. They also are very high up. God, Liquify Tool is so fucking awesome. You know how to tame it. It's just bad corset placement, I feel. It really was 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. Oh my god. You are so dumb. The convenience store was open at least, but man, it isn't even the holiday. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I said you shouldn't go. And you did. And now look where that got you. I'm gonna fix up these knees and make them less ugly. By that I mean I'll just make them really simple. Stretch your calves. Okay, okay. I'll do some stretches. Let me just take off my headset. Oh god. Oh, why does my leg feel so weird? Ay, ay, ay. My right thigh, like, hurts a little. It's kind of weird. I did something. It does not like. But, couldn't say what. I feel like this dress is missing some pizzazz. Sometimes I lose my breath and I just like am struggling to catch it, you know? I don't know why. It's a bit odd. Okay, we're good. I think it's because I don't like breathing loudly. Pretty much the only reason. Alright. That's enough. Let's just finish this off. I know I said it's like good enough or whatever. I was just talking about the dress specifically. I think there should be a gun? No. That's dumb. It's stupid. There should be two gun? Dude. What's up? What's up with you right now? What's going on? Nothing screams fantasy more than firearms. It's not like there aren't guns in this world or anything. It's just that, like, this character does not have a gun, okay? Like, chill. This is not a, like, super low tech fantasy world. They're not guns like you would think of. And they're also like hella pointless. Nobody is using guns outside of like petty thieves and like small gangs, and maybe people have them as like a self-defense thing. Because as far as like fighting in like a war or something, that's kind of what magic and will are for. Like a swordsman that's skilled enough just deflects a bullet, okay? Like you're not landing a shot on that guy. And a mage, you're just dead. You're not winning that with a gun. Character who is powerless but just wields a gun. I'm pretty sure there's like a whole host of like manga and manhwa and like webtoons and stuff dedicated to that premise, and I don't think any of them are good. Pretty sure. Also, do you really think they would be powerless if they have a gun? It would be funny if they pulled out a gun, but only because they'd get their ass kicked. The like scale of destruction in this world is like pretty different from real life. And you know, the availability of like medicines that can heal grave wounds is also higher in like healing magic, so really guns are pretty low on the tier list. Just a side character? No, my side characters are like losers. You're thinking more like that would just be funny, haha. No. Guy with a gun just wouldn't be that funny or interesting, I don't think. I guess Magitech guns are different, but that's just spell casting with extra steps at that point. It's a great starting point. You're so dumb. Sometimes I do wonder if like you just try to come up with really dumb bad ideas like as a bit. Think about the possibilities. I already did. I listed them even. Best ideas come from the worst ones? Is that true? Can you like cite a source on that one? You're making a crazy claim right now. The best ideas are formed after you have the worst idea of all time. Source Adolf Hitler. Like, okay. You're gonna have to tell me where you got that idea from. Baja Blast? That's a crazy first time chat, honestly. Welcome. I'm like about to end stream. You kind of came in at the worst time. Think about it, the first draft is always shit because it has some crap ideas, but it ends up becoming pretty good later through more ideas that makes. I just don't think that's like the same thing as what you're saying. You said all the good ideas come from the worst ideas, and I just I just don't know that that's really the same as having a first draft and then like refining it. You're more so offering the concept that like you write a whole paper and then scrap it and go write about a different topic. That's better. That's like basically what you're saying right now. Oh my god. Whatever, man. Also, amazing. That person's timing was simply impeccable. They came in, said Baja Blast, as I was talking about Adolf Hitler, and then an ad break started. That's insane how, like, insane that timing is. That's crazy. Some of the bad ideas become better through fixes and become awesome ideas. I don't know if a guy that just has a gun and that's his whole character is really up there with that. There are already characters that have guns. It's just not like their whole thing. It's not just that, like, it's not lame like what you're talking about. It's a good starting point. It isn't a good starting point. It's a terrible starting point. What can you do with that? SMH. SMH my head. Do you know who this character is, by the way? Also, I need to make these hand. This hand needs to be smaller. I think that's you, but stream is very small. That is not me. how tiny is the stream on your phone? That's crazy. Vertical phone. And you've got it at a fucking arm's length away? That's so fucking funny. That is not me. Welcome back from the ad break. This guy won't stop hounding me, dude. I feel like this character needs a mole. Every character needs a mole. What am I even saying? Why are you on it? SMH. Random guy from ads. What are you even saying right now? You would think a guy with a gun is cool. You have the most generic taste of all time, and you only play shooter games. Guy with gun is your entire perception of media. That's the only thing you know. It's just the starting point. That doesn't mean anything. You're just saying words for fun. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, okay. I need to end stream. I need to end stream before I go fucking crazy. Jesus Christ. I'm saying is guy with gun. Dude, shut up. All fantasy authors started with an idea where it's like, oh, me want to write cool magic, want to write cool setting. Yeah, that's good for them. I started with like some characters that I made up. I already did that part. I already said, oh, here's a cool magic system. I should make some characters for it. I already did all that. The gun part is irrelevant. I already did the part that you're talking about. Trust me, the gun guy would not be as cool as you're thinking. I promise, bud. I promise. It's not as cool as you think. There's no such thing as too many characters. There isn't, which is why I just keep making them, and I'm never gonna make a guy that's just a guy with a gun. I'm gonna make a whole character, and then I might give him guns on the side as like a thing. I'm not gonna just make a guy with a gun. That's not gonna be the thing. It's gonna be like I'm gonna make like a knight that has a gun for an arm or something, because that's cool. Unlike a guy that just has a gun because Ryan said so. Jeez Louise. You're really packing it in, dude. Packing it in, layering it on. Okay. I'm gonna end stream before you make me fucking blow up.